Hi, you're welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about SAP for SAP. So, as beginner YouTubers, most of the times we would like to share our link to other friends who are also YouTubers so that they subscribe to our channel. We also subscribe to their channel. That's SAP for SAP. What is its implication on the channel in the short term and in the long term? Welcome to this space. I'm Sir Ben. Here we talk about YouTube growth and everything concerning how to make it on YouTube. If you're interested in this, please subscribe to the channel and like the video as well. Turn on the notification bell to all so that whenever I upload a video, you're going to be notified. Now, let's start. So, as I explained earlier, we've gotten to know what SAP for SAP is. You subscribe to my channel, I subscribe to your channel. Now, this is the way that most beginner YouTubers take to get their first set of subscribers, maybe first 20, first 100 subscribers, first 200 subscribers, etc. Even sometimes there would be a WhatsApp group of beginner YouTubers and they will go on an agreement that today I'll bring my link, we all subscribe to the channel, tomorrow another person brings their link, we all subscribe to the channel. That's what most beginner YouTubers do to get their first set of subscribers. Is it good or not? This is the good part of SAP for SAP. SAP for SAP allows you to get the first set of subscribers, which most of them or some of them are going to maybe become permanent viewers of your channel. It helps your channel to grow or your videos to be recommended to others if those who actually subscribe, YouTube algorithm automatically knows that your video is good and people might like it, so it will start recommending it to others who might also be potential viewers. That's one thing SAP for SAP does. Now, the major part of SAP for SAP is, are you sure the one subscribing to your channel likes your content? For instance, let's say I'm someone who likes football content and you are into cooking content and you want me to subscribe to your channel, so you also subscribe to mine. Once I subscribe to your channel, I might not watch your content, so whenever you upload a video, I would see it on YouTube and I might scroll past to go and watch football content. The algorithm will see that your contents are always given to me as a subscriber and I always scroll past it. With that, the YouTube algorithm keeps thinking, or with that, the YouTube algorithm gets to know that your content isn't even important to your own subscribers. How much more other viewers? So it is going to throw your content under the carpet. The more your subscribers keep on skipping your content, the algorithm is automatically going to forget about you. It is going to throw you under the carpet. So SAP for SAP is not good if you, those who are subscribing to your channel are not those who love your content. So for me, like this YouTube growth content that I am creating, it wouldn't be wise for me to share my link to someone who is, let's say, a food content creation lover or a vlog content creation lover to subscribe to my channel while he or she is not going to watch anything on my channel. I'm just my own doing if I keep on doing that. So I'll let someone subscribe to the channel, but the person does not really like my content and I upload video, the person scrolls past the video. The algorithm is just getting to know that my content are not even liked by my own subscribers. How much more others? So it wouldn't even suggest my videos to others, let alone getting more recommendations and views. One thing that happens with that is that you see your impressions are very higher. Impressions in the sense that whenever your video is shown to someone on YouTube, it counts as impressions. So the number of people that your video is shown to them is your number of impressions. So sometimes you see that you have 10k impressions, but you have only 30 clicks. 10k impressions and 30 clicks. It makes your impression click-through rate very low. So the impressions are the number of times that your video is shown to people on YouTube, and the number of times that they click is the percentage, the CTR, the click-through rate. So if the click-through rate is very little, like 10k impressions and 30 views, oh come on, you are just communicating something bad to the algorithm. So SAP for SAP might be good on the physical part, you seeing that you have, let's say, 1k subscribers, you have 2k subscribers out of SAP for SAP, but then you will see that the views are not going because your subscribers don't watch your video and that the algorithm is not recommending your videos. It is just throwing it under the carpet. Sometimes SAP for SAP might let the YouTube consider it to be something like a spam. So if you let YouTube suggest or gets to think or know anything negative about your channel, you are hurting your channel. So please stop SAP for SAP. It is not the right way to go. I will implore you to go the organic way. This channel is my new channel. I have another channel that is bigger than this one. This is my new one. It has 10 subscribers. I could let people just be subscribing to this new channel, but what if they don't like the content that I'm creating? So I just want to grow organically on WhatsApp. So here I talk about YouTube growth. If you are interested, then you subscribe, then we grow organically. Once you subscribe to this channel, it means you like what I'm doing here, and definitely you might watch my videos. If I upload, at least let's say if I upload 5 videos, you might watch 3 to 4 of it. It means my subscribers love my content and YouTube is going to recommend it. So SAP for SAP, I wouldn't advise you to do it. That's it. That's what I have to say about SAP for SAP for now. In another video, I'm going to talk about sharing our links to other friends or families to watch it. Is it good or bad? Catch me in the next video as I talk about it. I am Seben. Let's meet some other time.